not bearing anything. We might have had, you know, confirmation to come, but we're not bearing anything, and we see that, they're struggling, and here we are dressed in all white. We really did feel kind of out of place. I did, at least.
So I would also so I'm sorry, before any, I'd like to apologize for my choice of words. I'm really sorry.
I want to appreciate your choice of words in terms of trigger.
Yeah,
We all came here triggered.
yeah,
We were triggered before we got on the plane in the U.S.
yeah.
It's important for us to recognize that. And it would have been helpful for us to be more prepared for today. I think the information that I got about what today was about was incomplete.
Yeah.
I think that had there been more information, I would have taken more responsibility to make sure that folks were spiritually prepared.
Yes.
No one should have done this without their head covered, right? Because of the energy that's in the space. So had some of us known what we were coming to, I personally would have taken more responsibility to prepare people for what is coming, and would not have dressed in the way that I'm dressed, but to have been able to connect more from the people who reflect the same families that this liberation village is seeking to reach. Because we're here on a process to address the generational trauma that we share with our brothers and sisters. But if we haven't done our work before coming, then the triggers that we already came with get displaced, and we blame each other. And it's really no blame. So I want to thank you for your work. I want to thank you for your commitment to our people. I want to thank you for your commitment to keeping the culture, to be a cultural bearer, and would like to stay connected, because when I walk through this community, it's walking through New Orleans.
Yeah.
There are buildings, structures that are designed the same exact way and were used for the same exact purpose on the other side of the Atlantic. And when we can draw and connect those dots, we can be more effective in reclaiming our history and have the hunted tell the story and not the hunted.
Yes.
So
There
this
you
is
go.
a part of our collective healing that, I'll just say one last thing, as I said to the sister here. This is the day of my solar return, my birthday. This is also the day that my son, my eldest son, made his transition on my birthday 5 years ago. So every feeling that I feel on this day was magnified.
Yes.
The circle of life is what we experience today.
Yes.
And we are out of balance
Yes.
with that circle of life.
Yes.
So there are ways that we are triggered, but it's clear we have to own that we came here triggered.
Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
came, you didn't trigger us.
No.
We came triggered.
Yeah.
And the experience and the lack of information beforehand is what we are currently wrestling with. It is not you.
No.
It is,
No.
it is what we came with and the lack of information and what we need to continue processing. But thank you for and we can't have a liberated village when we get here or when we get back without the information and the role that we play in being tourists. Because some of us are tourists in our own community. Some of us are tourists in our own schools. Some of us put the children in schools and say, how could they? That they're different than me. So for me, I'm looking at how do I do what I do anywhere I go? And how do I see my people in whatever condition they're in and see myself disconnected from them? And ask them questions that are disrespectful. I've heard this group ask questions of people on the street that were to me more disrespectful than us walking through the street. How do we talk about that?
Feedback is much appreciated, and thank you very much.
I like one more comment. With the naming ceremony here, I feel like this might not have been the best place to do it, because we were just told that we were sold here, So I don't know if we're adopting the names of the ones that were involved in selling us, and I would like to get that clarification, because I think that the best place, if we're doing a naming ceremony, would to do it and the Cape Coast if we're going to do that instead of the ports where we were actually sold.
We sold on the Cape Coast too, though.
Huh?
Yeah, we were sold on the Cape Coast too.
Right, but I mean, okay, well, then, are we adopting, my question is, are we adopting the names of those that enslaved us? Because how is that any different than the names that they claim we have now that are our oppressors?
So that's a very good question.
Yeah.
First of all, this has come up before, and then because of this, we are very selective about what names we give to people. So thank you very much for asking. So this just to clarify that.
Okay.
These are no names of people who want to engage in selling other people. I'm so sorry. Feedback is very appreciated. That was very emotional. I mean, I've never been, but just from hearing and learning from what you said. Thank you very much for sharing. Feedback in the comments are well taken and acted on together with my other colleagues. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.